serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will have grown. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Two.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a loss.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, they know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Too low, check 52.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Coleman now trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
21.
Here's Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Like 80! Hey, gun. White. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Set, ready, 30 base.
54 Mike. Tighten up.
2.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get it.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Check back.
Let's go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Ready. 18 Gator. Come on.
Now back to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw here. Such a long... And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
This is Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Watch 36 to Mike. Hey, come on now. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. 12, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Uncorks one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Line 54. Here we go. Hey, orbit. Get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, gun. No. Hey, alert. 65.
From the 38, Garoppolo completes it to Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
11. Hey, echo.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and now a fumble. The ball's out. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
52 by 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 52 is the mic right here.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch, named at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of...
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
One Omaha.
Big stop, let's go.
552.
It's our field.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, team 6.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Zoo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
21. Clock.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Line 36. Line 36. 13. 36.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
I got you. 12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Go! 60 or. 54. I got you, boy. I got you. Hey! Wahoo! Hit it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Night, sweetheart.
They'll set up a throw. Fighting to stay upright. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
21. Here we go. Hey, Delta. 56 to Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Hey, gun. 11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
First down. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 10. eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up third down and 11.